emotion is what I feel. I hear the beating of the sacred drum, pulsing, repeating, my will be done. I live with wonder on this planet Earth. The spell I'm under is the universe. I trust the union of the heart and mind. Holy communion in space and time. I live with wonder on this planet Earth. The spell I'm under is the universe, and my heart is open. My thoughts can heal. Divine emotion is what I
Good evening. I'm Reverend Dr. Susie Shadle. I welcome you to Unity of Sarasota, where something wonderful is always happening. And right now it's happening for us right here and for you wherever you are. And just know that wherever you may be right in this very moment, or wherever you may be in your spiritual journey, you're welcome to journey with us, and it makes the trip more fun to do it together. So welcome to our Wednesday evening inspiration, music opportunity, and we've got Elaine Silver with us again. Thank you so much. Glad to have you with us. And this is a wonderful time to be together. I am so excited. I have one announcement, but it's a big one. And that is that we are opening to in-person services starting on June 6th, Sunday, June 6th, and then we'll open Wednesday nights right after that as well. And I will give you the quick instruction. We are not requiring reservations. Masks are optional, recommended for those who are unvaccinated. We will be distancing. And if you live together, you can sit together, but you put some distance between you and the next person or party. And we are highly recommending no hugging or touching yet. I am in great hope that that will return one day, but not right away. So just know that the blessing is that we get to be together, that we get to come together, we get to see each other, and we get to be in this atmosphere together and create that energy of spirit together. So I'm very excited. I hope I'm still a social being, even though I get to come to you, broadcast every week. There's still a bit of isolation, so I'm hoping I know how to be with human beings again. So, but I'm pretty game. I think I can do it. What do you think, Elaine? You
I'm
think
not
we
a
can do
human
it?
being.
Think we can do it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing okay with you.
We're
so
doing
hey,
fine.
On the way. We're practicing. We're getting ready. It's going to be great. All right. So welcome tonight and welcome on June 6th. This is very exciting. It almost reminds me of when I opened my church in Seattle. It's that big a deal. It's that exciting, in some ways more so, because I think this was a bigger hill to climb even than opening a brand new church. So, wow, exciting. Be here. All right.
We are connected by the heart. Where do you end and where do I start? Anything you pray for, if fear is in your way, I am here to listen to anything you need to say. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. My prayer too. I hear the worries that are in your way. There's nothing I can do to take your pain away, but I'll help you reconnect with that voice that's deep inside. Let angels wrap you in their love and let spirit be your guide. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer. Your prayer is my prayer too.
So, speaking of prayer, let's do one. I invite you to close your eyes and create a soft gaze, something that just allows you to be fully present to this moment. Feel yourself begin to relax. Feel the chair supporting you, much as Father, Mother, God supports you. Feel that as the arms and the heart of God holding you. And then let's get centered to that place where God resides within us. Take a deep breath in. Fill your heart with that breath. Know that it is the breath of God. And then release. And again, deep breath in. Allow the breath of God to massage your heart with gentleness, and then release. And a deep breath in again to that center of your being that knows that God resides within, and release. And know that God resides all around. As children say, there is not a spot where God is not. And so let's just take this opportunity to remember the truth of who we are, that each one of us is an expression of the one. While our expression may be unique and individualized and diverse, we remain one in the unity of all life, of all creation. We are all of life, interconnected in the oneness of spirit. And so we weave the tapestry of life together, each one contributing their unique thread to the tapestry, making it complete, perfect, and whole. And for this remembrance of the truth of who we are and why we are here, I am eternally grateful. And so it is, and together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen. So our daily word today is guidance. And the affirmation, I follow the guidance of my heart. I follow the guidance of my heart. Sometimes the plights of others and the state of the world tug at my heartstrings. I may feel moved by compassion and wish to reach out, to help, or to even just share an encouraging word. This urge is my heart's guidance, the love of God flowing freely and manifesting through me to do its work in the world. I heed my heart's powerful guidance. I answer the call I discern within myself to care and be of help however I can. When I attune myself deeply to my heart's wisdom, my guidance becomes clear. I no longer fret over whether I'll find the right words to say or wonder what I should do to be of comfort or service. I am a channel of God's love and care, guided by the wisdom of my heart to be a force for good in the world. And our scripture comes from Psalms 48:14. This is God, our God forever and ever. He will be our guide forever. And again, the affirmation, I follow the guidance of my heart.
I follow the guidance of my heart. When I listen to its stirrings, that's where I start. I'm following the guidance of my heart. Feelings and emotions can never be apart. The heart is wise. My heart is my sacred guide. My heart brings my highest good. to its stirrings, that's when I start. I'm following the guidance of my sacred heart. Feelings and emotions can never be apart. Follow the guidance of my heart. Follow the guidance of my heart. I follow the guidance of my heart. Follow the guidance of my sacred heart.
So I was thinking about guidance, and I like what they've said in the Daily Word and what you, the song that you wrote, Elaine, following the guidance of our heart. But I think it goes deeper than that. And I was thinking about something that one of my teachers said quite frequently when I was in ministerial school. He kept saying, of myself I can do nothing, but with God all things are possible. And he said that was sort of a mantra for him because it reminded him to always be in partnership with God, to always be checking in with Spirit, to tap into that Spirit within and all around to get that divine guidance. And as I said, for me, it goes deeper than the heart. The heart is, I think, a channel through which it can come. But I think that guidance, that divine guidance, is something that we get not only in our head and our heart, but at a cellular level, at a whole person level, at every level of who we are, when we do the deeper work to not only remind ourselves that we are one with Father, Mother, God, Spirit, but that we are the expression of that. And the channel of that expression is clear and open when we are in that divine relationship, that divine partnership with Spirit. And I think that's how it works. There is sort of this GPS, God positioning system that exists within us. And when we position ourselves, align ourselves with the Spirit within and all around us, then we are following divine guidance. We're listening to it from within, whether it's heart, mind, all of it. We become a conduit for the goodness of God being expressed in human form. And so if we clear the pathway, we clear the clutter that we tend to collect sometimes in the human experience, then the channel for that divine guidance is made clear. And it's like, it reminds me of a slough. You know what a slough is? Anybody know? Where the water comes through, and it's whoosh, it's just whooshing through unless there's blockage of some sort. It just whooshes through. And so I think of us as that slough through which God flows unless we block it. If we put roadblocks in there, then it gets all messed up. So clear yourself to be that conduit for Spirit to come in, through, and as you. And that to me is divine guidance. It is an intermingling. It is it's almost like I know nothing about this, so I hate it when I get metaphors that I know nothing about. But I know when I was a little girl, my mom used to braid my hair. And I don't understand how that works. I've never been able to do a braid in my life. But you know how she would take the strands and twist them all together. That's what it is to be in that oneness with Spirit, that we're banded together, we're intermingled, interspersed. There's no separation, there's no difference other than God seems to have it down a little better than we do. So I think the more that we immerse ourselves in the Spirit, the more that we commune with and create time for that oneness, that time of connection with God, to be in conversation, to be in communion with, that we get the guidance automatically, that what attracts our attention, what gets expressed through us, is based on the guidance being there. So it can almost be automatic if we clear the pathway, if we allow it. I think it's our natural state of being to be divinely guided. So sometimes that guidance comes from within. I think most of the time it comes from within. And sometimes, and be alert to this, sometimes that guidance, that divine guidance, comes from someone else. Or it comes from a song you hear on the radio, or it comes from a poem someone shares with you, or it comes from an idea that somebody says, wow, I'm very excited about this. And it sparks something in you. But again, there's that inner guidance, that inner divine guidance that alerts you to, hey, this is a divine guidance message coming at you through the radio, through this person, through this piece of music, whatever it may be. So it's really about releasing the things that keep us from being fully present, releasing the things that keep us from being that clear passageway for Spirit to express itself in, through, and as us. That's the guidance in my mind. I've used and that, that's really all I want to say about that. I think sometimes we make it hard. I do, I'll own it. I sometimes make it hard to just shut up, be still, and listen. I'll use your word, David, to shut up, be still, and listen, and just be with it. And sometimes it's not even listening, it's just Spirit permeates your being, and you just suddenly know something. You know who to be and what to do in a given moment just because you were being still. And then it's like, oh. And I think sometimes we push too hard. We try to squeeze our heads into a funny shape and hope something brilliant pops out. Stop it. Just stand there. Be there. Sit there. Somebody wrote a book, don't just do something, sit there. That's what, don't just do something, sit there. Sit there. And allow the wisdom, the brilliance, the guidance of Spirit to move through you. Then do something. Anyway, I've used this sort of visual before about the idea of guidance, that I think of it as, G-U-I-D-A-N-C-E, God, you, and I dance. So imagine that you're dancing with God. You're twirling on the dance floor with God. You're wrapped up in each other, and if you twirl fast enough, you'll become a whirling dervish with God. You know why the Sufis twirl, why they do that swirling dance? They spin themselves into a state of ecstasy where everything else falls away and all that remains is their oneness with God. They're in a state of ecstasy because they get that there's no separation, that they are with God in every way, shape, and form. I think it's just beautiful. If you've never seen the Sufis dance, if you get an opportunity, go see them, because even watching them whirl and get into that state of ecstasy puts you in a bit of a state of ecstasy, even just sitting there watching. So, and go home and twirl, whirl, spin, dance. Get into a state of ecstasy, however you do it. But I think dancing with God is a good way. So imagine yourself. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes now. Let's move into a bit of meditation. And just close your eyes and relax. And do imagine yourself on the dance floor with God. There might even be a mirror ball spinning. God has a sense of humor too. So imagine yourself on this wonderful, perfect dance floor with the perfect dance partner, God. And so just imagine yourself twirling and whirling on the floor. And you and God spinning and spinning and spinning into a state of the ecstasy of oneness with the living Spirit. So just take a moment and imagine yourself twirling and twirling and whirling and whirling and whirling with God. And while you're whirling on the dance floor with God, ask for guidance to become more fully aware of your passion, what moves you, and your purpose, what calls you, what vision God has for you. And then when God whispers in your ear, listen with your whole being. as you continue to whirl around the dance floor with God, ask for guidance for what Spirit's highest vision and call for your life is. Ask for clarity of that highest vision and call for your life. And as you continue dancing with God, ask for guidance in your heart for knowing the pathway that best unfolds Spirit's vision and call for your life. Ask for clarity in your heart, guidance in your heart for the pathway that best unfolds the vision and call for your life. Gently begin to bring your dance to a slower whirl. And begin to bring your awareness back to this time and this space, knowing that you can always dance with God. And when you're ready, just begin to be here now and gently open your eyes. And again, the affirmation tonight is, I follow the guidance of my heart. And just know that the heart is one of the tools that God uses to impart guidance to you. So open your heart to receive that divine guidance. And it reminds me of a song by Carla Bonoff called Like a Compass. And I'll sing a little line for you. Your heart is like a compass, and it's never wrong. There is God inside, and when you know that, God will always be your guide. Follow the guidance of the One. Namaste.
So during the meditation, I got a guidance, and I got a sentence. The answer is yes. And that's for me to say to people when they ask me something. Instead of, well, how come? The answer is this, yes, 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 yes. And so, this is a song about the heart. It's called Feel Into the Heart. It goes like this. Have a little empathy, have a little sympathy, feel into your heart. That's where our divinity reaches through infinity when we feel into the heart. Now is the time for the changes to be made, right from wherever we are. What we hold in mind brings about in kind when we feel into the sacred heart. Have a little empathy, have a little sympathy, feel into your heart. That's where our divinity reaches through infinity when we feel into the heart. The heart knows the way, it's the truth and the light. It's our guiding star deep within. The mind tells us what, the heart gives us why. No better time than now to begin to have a little empathy, have a little sympathy, feel into your heart. That's where our divinity reaches through infinity when we feel into the heart. When we feel into the heart, when we feel into the sacred heart.
Nice. That was perfect for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. So this is an opportunity for us to take some guidance from God through our heart and touch base with that guidance and determine what gifts you might feel moved to give of your time spent with God, your talent, those gifts that have been given you to share with others, and your treasure. And so I invite you to take whatever gift you're giving, whether it be time spent with God, talents that you share with others, or treasure in the form of a check or whatever form of financial giving, a blessing, a prayer, whatever your gift may be, hold it to your heart, please, and infuse that gift with all of the attributes of spirit, all of the qualities of experience that most resonate with your heart. And send that energy into your gift, and know that that energy will travel with the gift, collecting more and more of that goodness as it goes, so that it might give more and more of that goodness as it is received by others. And for this generosity, I am eternally grateful. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen.
This is called Energy in Motion. From an urge in my heart to a thought in my mind, then emotion, energy in motion. What I feel in my heart, I can see in my mind, then emotion, energy in motion. Moving as the law into body, moving as the law into body, moving as the law into body, manifestation. I am perfect, I am whole, in my heart and in my soul. It's emotion, energy in motion. Trusting in the source, I'm on the sacred course of emotion, energy in motion. Moving as the law into body, moving as the law into body, moving as the law into body, manifestation. From an urge in my heart to a thought in my mind, then emotion, energy in motion. What I feel in my heart, I can see in my mind, then emotion, energy in motion, then emotion, energy in motion, then emotion, energy in motion.
So, in closing, I simply say, dance with God, and you will whirl yourself into the ecstasy of knowing the highest possible truth and living the most powerful and present life. Namaste.